Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing my May favorites. One thing before we get started, so I haven't mentioned this in any of my other videos, but I only use cruelty-free products. So any of the products and brands that you see in this video or any of my videos, they're always cruelty-free. So let's get started. We'll dive into skincare first. So having a lot of problems with breakouts at the moment on my cheeks. You might be able to see them. I'm not sure. But I have been using this crop purifying mud mask. It is so awesome. It's really refreshing on the skin. Also, if you do have an active breakout, so with the whiteheads, it will draw everything to the surface, so it'll clear out your skin. I use it about once a week. Sometimes I use it all over the face, depending on if I'm having problems all over or just in the cheek area, and then I'll just apply it directly to them and then just leave it on, and it works so well. I love it. Next up for skincare is body oils. My two favorites at the moment are the Body Scrub Rose and Hibiscus oil, body oil, and the Laxativa Gypsy oil in Tiger's Eye. Pretty sure it's Tiger's Eye. I'm finding body oil, I like body oils a lot more than moisturizers because they don't leave such a film on your skin. Sometimes moisturizers, and I find a lot, especially because I do have oilier skin, it just feels, you can feel it on your skin and it feels like there is a film, a layer over your actual skin. I've been using the Body Scrub one at night mostly. It has such a gorgeous, gorgeous rose smell. I am obsessed with anything that smells like rose, so it won me over just for that fact. It does have the little rose petals in it, so it's pretty cute, and it just smells amazing and it absorbs completely into the skin, and I don't feel sticky. It's just awesome. The Laxativa one has got shimmer in it, so it does come in 3 shades with the shimmers, and then there's an original one that doesn't have any shimmer in it at all. The Tiger's Eye one has been my favorite. It just gives you a nice glow to the skin, and I tend to use this one during the day, or I also use it under my makeup as a priming oil. So if I want a dewy look, I'll just apply just a dot to my fingers and rub it over and pop it on my face. The Body Scrub one I don't recommend putting on your face, especially if you have oily skin, because it has coconut oil in it, and I don't know if any of you know, but coconut oil is highly comedogenic, which means that it will clog your pores, and us oily skin girls, we don't want that. Other oils that don't contain it are completely fine to put on oily skin. I quite like it. So the Gypsy oil is a great alternative there. My next favorite is the Australis Makeup Finishing Spray. They've recently just come out with a matte one, but I love this one. I have been using other ones, but this is the one that I've mostly been reaching for. I've got the small size, they come in a larger size as well. It's got rose water in it, and it's also got aloe vera, so I find it really refreshing on the skin. It doesn't irritate my eyes. A lot of the times some of the setting sprays tend to cause my eyes to sting and water. This one doesn't. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin at all. It just makes it all sit so beautifully all day long. So I highly recommend this one by Australis. I was actually surprised at how good it was, especially because it's not a matte formula. It does spray out quite wet, so you do need to hold it pretty far back from the skin and spritz it over. And I like to do it before I start my makeup because it helps my makeup to stay a lot better and control the oil in my skin, and then I spritz it again afterwards. Next up, my favorite foundation, which has been my go-to this month, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is a full coverage foundation. So I do tend to apply mine with a sponge because I don't want cake face. So I use my Real Technique sponge and I press this over the skin. It's buildable and it's so good. It does, only downside I find of it, it smells like a nana. So, but that smell does go away pretty quickly, especially when you start layering other products on top of it. But it is such a wonderful foundation. And next up we have the Gerard Cosmetics. We've got the BB Plus Illumination Cream. This, I've got on my shoulders right now. I don't know if you can see. There you go. This just gives your skin a healthy, gorgeous glow. So I use it on my cheeks. So after I've applied foundation, I'll dot a little bit over my cheeks and center of my face, and then continue on with the rest of my products and setting it. If it's a day where I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, I will put this underneath my foundation, concentrating on the high points of my face. If I put it all over, it's not going to look that great, but if you put it on your high points, it just gives you such a gorgeous, gorgeous glow over your face. So I use it, you can use it on your body, you can mix it into your foundation to give it a more of a dewy finish. I just think this is absolutely amazing. It's a gold shade, a light gold, and it dries down completely matte, so it doesn't feel sticky afterwards, which is why you don't really have to even set it. Just a gorgeous sheen. So I really like this one. I've been really getting into the cream highlighters at the moment. And then next up we have, I spoke about this one in my last video, this is the Master of Illumination kit from Garbo & Kelly. This is their highlighting kit. If there was ever a point in life where I had to choose one highlighting palette for the rest of my life, this would be it. Because the shades in it are just so gorgeous. So I don't use the matte ones. By the time that I have gotten to highlight, I've already set my face and I've already used other highlighting powders or creams in the center of my face, so I don't really use them. I can understand why they're in there, so if you don't have another option, it's there for you. Or if you're doing your eyes and you want to highlight under the brow bone using a matte shade, it's really good that they're there. But I love the four highlighting shimmer shades. So today I've got on, I love to mix Ava and Lana, which are these two paler colors on this side, and that just gives my skin the most natural glow but still really pretty. And then I pop Garland just in the center just to give it that pop. I love this palette. I think it is just amazing. The colors are gorgeous. I don't like the crazy colored highlighters. I like to look naturally fresh and glowing. I don't want to look like I have a pink stripe on my face or a purple stripe or a green stripe. I want to look natural and glowing, and this is just an amazing palette. The powders aren't chunky, they're not gritty, they are smooth, and they are just beautiful. It is worth every cent. I live for this palette. I use it all the time. My next palette that I'm in love with this month is the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition. I had never used anything from BH Cosmetics. I didn't know what to expect. Given that it's such an affordable brand, but actually getting it and trying it, it is just, oh, I mean, look at it. It's so gorgeous. The highlighters here I really like as well. They're a little bit of a different formula to the Garbo & Kelly ones, but they're still really good, really shimmery. I love these top two ones the best. I literally haven't used, apart from the video I did last week, using all Garbo & Kelly products, I literally have not used any other eyeshadows apart from what is in this palette all month, because they are just, it's got every shade that I would want. Today I've got on the matte shades from the top row, the peachy colors. Like, you've got your neutrals, you've got your mauvey purples, you've got pinks, you've got peaches. It's just such a versatile palette, and you can even use the highlighters on the eyes. It's great value. Next up I have and this is very well loved, my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Dulce de Leche. I can't say it. So you get the contour shade and you get the highlight shade in it, which is why, as I said before, I don't tend to go for the matte shades in the Garbo & Kelly palette, just because if I'm contouring, most contouring palettes will have a highlight shade, so I already have one. The powders, they aren't chalky, they are so smooth and buttery, they are gorgeous colors, and the powders are so smooth. So I absolutely love this. I'm probably going to hit pan soon on the contour one. You can't really see there, but it's got quite a dip in the middle from how much I've used it. It is just the best contouring powder, especially if you're on a budget and you're looking for something affordable. This is it. Next up we have, so my favorite brush this month, well, it's like every month, this is like my essential brush. It is so multi-purpose. I use it for so many things. This is my Fabulous large eyeshadow brush. So you've seen in some of my videos, I use this for my highlight because it just applies it in a more concentrated fashion, so you get that more blinding highlight look as opposed to a fan brush, which is going to blend, like make it more diffused, so to say. But this one here I use for that. I've used to blend out my under eye concealer. I use to apply the all over color, the base color on the center of all over my eyelid and up to my brow bone. I use it to apply the eye primer. You can use it for just so many things. It is just, it's the perfect size for so many jobs. You don't have to use a brush for what it actually says it's for. You can venture out and try it for other things. Next up we have the NYX Butter Gloss. I had never tried anything from NYX until this month, really. I went to, where'd I go, Priceline, and I heard a lot of good things about their products, but and especially their liquid lipsticks. I don't like matte lips, but when that trend came out, I tried to get on it. I've tried the Jeffree Star ones. I've tried so many different formulas of the matte liquid lipsticks, and it's not my thing. I'm a glossy girl. I love to wear glosses. I always have. So this is their Butter Gloss. This formula, and this is in the shade Tiramisu, this formula is so smooth. It's not sticky at all. I've had this on for probably about an hour now, and the shine is still there. It hasn't moved. Granted, I haven't drunk anything or eaten anything in that time, but it's just it's not sticky at all. I hate, with a passion, sticky glosses, so I get why people don't like glosses, because that sticky feeling is awful, especially when your hair gets stuck in it and your lips get stuck together. It feels gross. And glosses seem to have come such a far way than what they used to. They're not sticky anymore. They're smooth. The color, like this color on my lips, I put a nude lip liner under it, and then this is just the color of this. So it is a gorgeous, like, rosy nude shade. It's very pretty. I wear this one a lot, like a lot. It is so, the formula is good. It smells delicious too. It has like a, I think it's vanilla, but it smells like cake. Next one we have, my lashes that I've been wearing all month have been my Fabulous Rosy Lashes. So usually I go for my Solita lashes a lot more, just because they're more piecey and wispy. These ones here are a little bit fuller and denser, but for some reason they've just been calling me this month. I've just been wearing them non-stop. They are a bit shorter than the Solita lashes, which is why I think is why I've been going for them. I love the lashes that start smaller in the center and wing out towards the end, because it gives your eyes a nice lift. These ones have been my go-tos all month. So my final favorite for the month is my Lulu. So Lulu, she'll fall asleep on me like this. So we adopted her the end of April. She is my new little rat bag. So anyone that knows me knows that my Rogie dog, who I'd had for 11 years, he was about 13 years old, passed away 3 days before Christmas, which was devastating. He was my little baby, and I loved him, and I still love him, and I miss him every day. And so once he passed away, the other two remaining dogs, they really seemed to miss him, because he was sort of the glue that kept them all together. Frankie and Honey do not like each other. Over Easter, I just happened to be looking on the RSPCA website, and I came across this little one, and she had the same little puffy out teeth as you can see here that Frogie had, and I just couldn't resist her, and so we got her, and she is a rat bag, but I love her to bits. She is so cuddly and all the dogs love her. If you're ever looking for a dog, I just recommend checking out your local RSPCA, because so many dogs, and cats for that matter, they need a good home. And so yeah, that's why she is my favorite for this month. And so that's all my favorites for this month. I hope you loved them. If you would like to see more, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!